It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we'll be watching the Browns rock it on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Titans, and it comes your way next.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we take a look at this Titan Ball Club entering play. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5. Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
On the set. Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
They'll drop to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. They'll set up to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it, eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You know,
Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard. Shy of the 30. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, the win for them is number 6 on the year, and they will head back home
It's Week 15 of the NFL. And coming up, we'll see David Njoku. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Browns and the Bills, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9 games. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they come into this one fresh off a victory that finally snapped a 6-game losing streak.
And there's nothing like that win that makes everyone happier in the locker room, better on the practice field, and they usually play a whole lot better that next game out as well.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Cleveland.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense.
They'll be led out by the former Colorado Buffalo, their rookie quarterback.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Let's go. Ready?
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 27. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Ready?
They're going to look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Set. Hut, hut.
They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
2nd down and a yard.
70 Lions. Ready. Hut.
Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Down. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Another miss.
Still on his feet.
And he will be brought down.
The Browns drive about to get started.
This game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
This will be caught. Judy. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw again. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Second and 1. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Viking 18. Here we go. Set. Ready.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. I haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Browns go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Right back to Njoku.
And he's got this down to the 35.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Here we go. Here we go. Set up.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Set up.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their mobile quarterback, 29 yards.
And the extra point from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Ready.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Let's go. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, go!
They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I know there's some time on the clock, but I still think you kick the extra point there and don't go for 2 and go for the win in that spot.
Yeah, time or no time, why not just take the 1 and
And then that way, no matter what, at least you know what you're dealing with.
Let's go now.
It's a whole different strategy. You got to decide whether you're going to onside kick or just try and play defense and get the ball back.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle. Kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here.
It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we'll be watching the Browns rock it on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Bills, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the third quarter.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Set.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ready.
Looking to throw.
And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket.
Ready? Set, go.
They're going to try and throw.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the Browns rock it on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Bills. All that and more coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Browns ball club. It's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put...
Browns drive about to get started. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Second and 15.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
The rookie from Colorado on target with that throw. They've got a first down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Here we go, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty
Personal
flag
foul.
in the
Roughing the
backfield. They
passer.
may get 15
Defense.
more on top of this. So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers
19
love to get after
19
rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And an official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
Ready.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up third down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over. His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory.
So for the Browns, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their slim playoff hopes are gone now as they fall to 5-9. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Along
It's Week 16 of the NFL, and we'll be watching the Browns rock it on quarterback. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Browns and the Pats, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Bay State in Massachusetts. Welcome to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. So good to have you on board with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, this week, you know it, you lived it. Undergoing a changing of the guard and quarterback position sometimes can be traumatic, but a lot of times it leads to hope. We've got a couple of teams here with young signal callers looking towards the future.
And you know the old saying, Mike, in the NFL, it is truer than ever. If you have a quarterback, you have it.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Off he goes. And he's going to go into the end zone on an electrifying run. Touchdown, Cleveland. That one is going to hurt the defense. He's looking to throw, can't find anyone, takes off, and Greggy takes it the distance for an... So it's a win for the visiting Cleveland Browns. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and all eyes are on Jerry Jeudy. He's going to be a busy man in the passing game. It's the Browns and the Dolphins, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They've been playing well, really well. Winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they've been cooking these last couple months. Winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football.
Ready? Here we go, set. Bronco 80. Check go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
He'll drop to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Browns need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display.
Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Ready, ready?
They'll look to throw now on first down. Being chased out left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Go! Hot, hot.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
You talk about this Miami defense.
They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So in prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And
too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes. Big mistakes add up into points against you.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down.
Set up.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Njoku pulls this one in. He's got it for a Cleveland touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Browns drive about to get started.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Second and 5. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Go!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
They'll come up now, 2nd and 9.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's it. They'll look to throw. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
to throw.
Completes to Njoku, and he's out of bounds to stop the clock. He gets a first, but just 10 seconds remaining.